Sound the alarms. SOS. Emergency show in process. ZM Star needs some freaking help. We do one off-season show, just one off-season, just talking about, some rares out here. And all of a sudden, ZM's like, well, I deposited. We need to do a show. So here the heck we are. And Alex, the SKC fan himself, is still just longing for one signing, one sign of life.
Please. We drafted a guy today. That's
there you go.
That's a positive. We also traded down, so yeah, we'll see what happens.
SKC is gonna SKC, baby.
Yeah, we got 165 GAM.
Ooh, and now we have the GAM totals. We know how much these teams got, and we're looking at some of you teams going, "Hey, you're sitting on this bag and you ain't doing anything with it, and your fan base hates you." So there we are.
One of those teams isn't doing that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, that's right. Atlanta money bags themselves. That's right. Thomas is in here too. Buying cards. I thought ETH was dead. No, he's not dead. Buy the dip, baby. What are you doing? Anything under 4K is cheap. Boy, let's go. ETH 10K in 10 years. Let's go.
ETH can be dead. We got fiat now.
Just kidding. Solana, the ETH killer. Whatever. Well, now that we're like completely demonetized and YouTube's going to be like, oh, these crypto bros, push them to the bottom. Dude, yeah, we're here to just keep looking at these MLS rares that are just so cheap and just looking juicy. So ZM Star, I'm just gonna give you the floor really because you were like, oh yeah, maybe I'll deposit tomorrow. We could do a show, and then you basically have a rare gallery already. So
yeah. So what happened was, all right, you guys were doing the show on Wednesday. I was at soccer practice. And then as you're just going through the players, I'm like, these prices can't be like real, like anymore. Like it's just like this is what limiteds were like last season for some of these. Like I remember like looking at a Messi limited classic, and I was like, oh, it's like a little over 100. And I mean that's like what you could get the rares for now. I know it just didn't make any sense. So I'm like, all right. I love the MLS. I don't know why I do. Stupid America. But the MLS is like the best league ever. So I'm like, I got to get in. Off-season hype. Bogey's going nuts on Twitter. Things are happening left and right. And I'm just like, I got to get in. I have to get in. So yeah, I was hitting you up last night. I'm like, dude, I need an intervention because the wife is going to divorce me here soon enough if I keep this going.
It's all right. It's all right. We can just blame it all on Alex. At the end of the day, you got plenty of time to just make up for your mistakes, Alex.
That's on me.
Like there's this college kid that just ruined my life. So yeah, anyway, I went shopping today and started putting something together. A little bit from Alex's pile from the other day, a little bit from just looking for some guys who I don't have to worry about. That was kind of like the thing I tried to go into was, who do I not have to worry about? And I'll talk about. I mean, there's some worry. I still have some worry in a few of these, which we'll talk about.
Yeah. As we can see from these last 2 days, like anything could happen. Moves are flying. Yeah. They're wheeling and dealing out here. Like things are getting spicy. We thought, like, what was it, like yesterday or 2 days ago? It was like it started getting a little hot, and then just today, it's just been bomb after bomb after bomb. Yeah, we could try our best to find these guys that we think are secure, but hey, money talks, baby. Money talks. And it is what it is. Hey, maybe it goes to a different league and maybe it's a better spot. I don't know, but we're going to get into it. But yeah, we'll basically go through like every position of what cards you got, and we'll look at the market, see what you don't got, see what you could have. And then who knows? We'll see what everybody ends up buying. You're not the only one who's a little locked and loaded and ready to go. So we'll see, especially now that I missed out on that cliche yesterday, that $2 cliche.
Is he not $2 anymore?
No. I put him on the list. That's on you. I had him early. I had him a day early.
Dude, Alex was insider trading. He was on our MLS watch list, and all of a sudden, boom, Atlanta picks him up. Thomas scooped the floor. Other ATL fans scooped the floor.
How much do you think the watch list is worth now? It was 163 when I made it. What do you think it's worth now?
165 now that the cliche sold.
Let's see.
I'm going to say 220.
Pull it up while you're at it, too. Yo, Mike Baston in the chat. There you go. Isn't it a little late for you, Mike? What are you doing? 138 for 2024 cliche.
I paid exactly $1 more for mine. I paid Oh no, $1.10.
So we can see the little price here. Rare. Same. I don't know if it's updated, honestly.
I don't know how this work. Yeah, how's that cliche buy looking?
Where is he? 14 floor now. Guzan's up to 30 floor. Anelli's 10.
Oh, I want to start talking about Guzan. I want to talk about Guzan.
All right. Let's get into these keepers then. All right. What did you start off with for keepers? What are you doing with this gallery? And let me know your plan.
Is my screen up?
Yep.
All right. So, looking at keepers, just looking at the list, they're all the same to me. I look at all the guys, I'm like, they all look the same for the most part. I tried to get in on Fry. Nobody's budging on their price. I'm not overpaying for them. And probably the thing that upset me the most today, dude, nobody's budging on a Guzan. Nobody.
Really?
Dude, I could not get. You would think that this should not be so difficult for me to secure a Guzan because I really wanted one. Just couldn't do it. It was like people were just rejecting everything. Price too low. I'm like, we'll get out of here because whatever you're currently setting them at, like I think I saw like $50 today, like for all three that were on the market at one point. I was like, no. I offered last sale, which was $8.81, but no go. So anyway, I went with Daniel as my first keeper. So I'm going Daniel. I believe in Bruce. I believe Bruce is going to turn San Jose around. And I like the way he plays. So I think Daniel is a sneak pickup here. For what I got, from the trade I ended up getting, which I think was around $16 or something like that.
Dude, Brucey's cooking over in San Jose, man. Don't be sleeping on Brucey. It's going to be New England 2.0 in about a week and a half, but, whatever.
I picked up, and then my second keeper right now is Crépeau. This could kill me because Portland could have an insane sell-off and be left with who knows what at the end of all that and what they get back. They weren't great defensively. I think they're going to improve. But again, at $16 for Crépeau, it's like, all right, I took a chance. If it doesn't work out, I could get one of 6 other guys, for maybe $10 more. That would be just fine as another keeper. I'm still looking to grab a third guy, so just waiting for somebody to kind of meet me at a price that I feel is fair.
What is a fair price to you for keepers right now, like rare keepers? What do you think is a fair price?
It depends on who I'm looking at. Like Fry, for instance, I was trying to get today. I was ranging from 17 to 20 and was getting rejected. I think that price is fair for him. If I was looking at like a Kalina, I think he's like 65 right now. I probably wouldn't pay more than like 40, 68. Yeah, I probably wouldn't pay more than 45. And then in between that range, it just depends on who am I looking at. Like a guy, I'd stay away from his calendar. One, not sure if he's actually going to be the guy in Miami. Two,
I've heard that
Miami's not going to be playing much defense again, I don't think. So, I'm not, just because I like them doesn't mean that I root for them. Doesn't mean I like all the pieces and what they do. Plus, unknown head coach, no idea what they're going to be running. Like Tata understood that they have to run possession-based ball because we can't chase. And as Atlanta showed us in the playoffs, we'll pretty much get burned if we're turning it over.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. So that's where I'm at on keepers. So do we want to scout? Or do you want me to go through all my positions first?
Yeah, we can scout. We have Thomas is already coming in. The time to scoop MLS cards was about 3 weeks ago. Got Kalina rare for 38. I will say that some of the prices during the playoffs, yeah, dude, they were a little spicy. But now, see, dude, we've been doing too many shows. This channel's too big that all the MLS cards are starting to go up.
They're
Thomas
still dirt cheap.
A steal. Caden Clark for 12 is nice. Lod for 243. Ooh.
The thing is with Lod is he got to he was at some points like $9 bucks. Like he was cheap during the season, but still
those type of guys, that's who I tried to target on my watch list. Like those type of guys who maybe in some season their lowest is like $15 are going for like a couple dollars. So those are the real ones that
Well, my only
you could
issue with
build.
Lod is, yeah, I think they are getting that Korean kid. So I don't know what the Barraza situation looks like, but like Lod to me, like the dude never got AA. I had him, and like when he was banging indecisives, it was great, but like his AA was always single digits, and it's tough to get that out of a midfield position.
Yeah.
In the MLS, but for $2, I'd buy him.
For
I'll
$2,
say that.
like if you're
Exactly.
just
For
like
$2, I'd buy
starting.
him. Yeah. For $2, I'll buy him.
Ooh, yeah, the Revs did sign Bono. Not necessarily a fan of that. Bono ain't the greatest.
Whoa, Toronto, he's okay.
Yeah, we'll see.
Oh,
We'll
a
see.
$20 freeze. Yeah. So listen, I just have to
freeze.
I have to hold my ground against these people who are trying to sell. Like they know they're on the losing end. It's a buyer's market. You set your price and don't budge, and you will get the guys. Like I have a defender who I think is way undervalued for what I bought him for today,
Right.
and we'll get into him in a second.
I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and I do want to say like this is like as fun as it is like scoop up deals. Like yeah, if there's a deal out in the market, you go ahead and you scoop that up right now. But a lot of this is like looking at the market, seeing what the prices are, setting a watch list, and then just waiting for that one guy that just really wants to get out and let it go. But like right now, is getting the idea of what you want, what the price point that you're looking at, where you feel comfortable buying in, and then just waiting and sniping at the perfect opportunity. Like we were kind of mentioning Kalina, and I do want to point this out because a lot of them, because Brad Guzan was the same way. The floor is sitting at 60, but if you look, man, the last sales 26, 44, like you can get some of these for that. So like I know we're having fun scooping like floors and stuff, but hey, maybe go over to Sorare data and look at the little price graphs and the price history.
And that's what I was doing.
These
I was looking at recent transactions. I mean, I was even looking at the trades that were being done with the bots because you have to kind of figure out the valuations in those. I mean, I was digging in to find a number that I felt like Fry's a $17 card, man. That's just what it is. Like, and the fact that people won't come off them at that price, they will eventually. I don't know if I'll be there that day to get it, but like they will unload them at that price. So that's just kind of, yeah. Like if I could get Kalina for 20 or a freeze for 20, that would be like amazing, But you just have to find the guy that day who's like ready to get off the card.
It's just being in the market every day. Like it's gonna take some work. It's gonna be easy, but if you put in the time, man, you'll get in there. And like Mike saw the $20 freeze. I don't know why he didn't buy it, but he saw it. He was there. I didn't see it. Y'all didn't see it. Mike saw it though. That's what it is, man.
I didn't see it today.
That's what it is. You get that watch list in, and you just keep checking. Eventually get that deal, and then maybe somebody else won't buy the Belgian Benteke like you said they shouldn't. Whatever. It's cool. It's cool.
I told you there's another one on the mark. All right, defenders.
Yeah, what you got?
All right.
Ooh.
Undervalued to the extreme.
So good.
Amador.
So good.
Like you are talking about a 10-year younger Jordi Alba when like the last 10 games of the season. And I don't see why he won't continue that. Like
pull up his scores.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he had a heater at the end of the season, man. Like sexy balls, just putting it all in.
Yeah. Like not AAing obviously right now. Like there's no way. It's all decisive. But dude, his damn left foot is just feeding that ball. Like this is insane. That's what this guy did with no AA. If he figures it out and like Atlanta does something here, like I should be seeing 20 AA across the board.
I mean, he has it. I mean, he has it in him though. Like you can see
does.
from some of the scores, he definitely has it in him.
Like this is an undervalued card. We met in the middle. I paid $22 for it, I think. Yeah. He was listed higher. I came in at 20. We met in the middle.
We agree that he's a little too decisive reliant. We typically don't like that, but
yes. But I think again, he came in mid-season, right? So comes in mid-season and then just has to like figure out the MLS. So for a guy who got a half a season, these numbers are looking pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely something to keep an eye on. Yeah, Thomas is chiming in too that Atlanta was played prevent defense all those matches, and it should change with a new coach. I mean, and we've seen with the moves that hi, with the moves that Atlanta have been making too. Like you can tell that I think they're really going to go for it. Where like I feel like they were just kind of playing through their teeth last season, just trying to survive whatever they could do, especially after selling Almada and Gigi. So, yeah, I mean, it could be.
Anyway, as much as it again, a Miami guy just hyping up the Atlanta players right now. But seriously, like this dude, I think is going to be awesome, and it doesn't hurt that he's Portuguese, so he'll always hold a place for me.
Yeah, and Lennon's going to miss a little time at the beginning too. So
picked up a Yamane just because he turned it on at the end of the season. I think he got more comfortable. I think he's going to get a little more action with Pujao. Just to get a little more control down the wing. So Rodriguez is purely to pair with Daniel because I think again Bruce will kind of get those two going, and then Debe because honestly $2, and that's where Alex came in. His scores and what they're looking to do for $2. Sure, I'll go for that every time.
Yeah, I haven't had a Salentano this entire time that I've been playing So Rare, and like this year, I'm like, I need to get a Salentano. Like that in-season defensive stack for Cincinnati next year might be pretty freaking nice. Attack might be gutted, but the defense will still be nice.
Yeah, I know, but we have to see. It's so early still. Like we have no idea how this is all going to play out.
How much you get that Yamane for? That's wild.
In the trade, I have to go back and look at the trade. Let's see.
I will say I love my Yamane Rare that I used last season, especially going into the playoffs because he really figured it out. He had some real struggles at the beginning of the year, but he was really good.
Yeah, I picked both of these dudes up for $13.
Damn. No, because I was just looking at Yamane because I bought him. So I bought him in August for $11, and I was like, "You guys are idiots! This is a steal." For that nice little 2020 though, and yeah, sure enough. Yeah. Oops.
I mean, hey, we're always idiot, you know.
I got to use it for the end of the season though. I got those scores. He won me things, so.
Yeah. I was about to say, like, getting the utility out of it, you know, is definitely worth it. Plus, like, I just loved when I had the LAG stack going, and Yamane was fun, even though he had some good games when I had him, but he wasn't quite up to form where he kind of finished the season.
No, he was a little bit up and down at the beginning, but yeah, he turned it on at the end. Ooh, little Griffin Dorsey, friend of the show, Griffin Dorsey MVP season incoming. Hey, he did start to kind of like wake up again a little bit at the end of the season. Wasn't like great as like 2 years ago, but yeah, he started to turn on a little bit. Maybe. No Steve Clark, no party. R.I.P.
They'll be fine. They got Mar. They won't be fine.
All right. What do we got here? We got midfielders.
So needed to get a staple.
Let's go
to hold it down. So picked up a hardtail in a trade. I think I paid. This was a 2-card trade as well. Let me look at it. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I want to just look at my trade. Why is it going to here? But anyway, it was a 2-card trade.
Go down, yeah. Scroll all the way down, and you can see
scroll all the way down. Okay. Yeah, I picked up.
Keep going.
A few more. There you go.
A few more. Oh yeah, I picked up Daniel with Hartel for 80. So I got a keeper and Hartel for 80. So yeah, I think I valued him at like $16 or something, $17, and then Hartel was right at basically his floor. But I couldn't really argue against that price that he was at. So I pretty much paid the floor for him. But yeah, I needed somebody there. Then I picked up a $2 cliche after the move. I picked up a $5 Brugman because I think that's also going to be pretty solid after the move. So let's talk about Farias here. I think he obviously tore his ACL in the Saudi games during the preseason last year. So didn't play at all. Prior to that, we can look at his scores for Miami. They were all right. I'm going to go all and just like for the limited time he got, he was all right. But really, this spot ended up being Gomez's. Now that Gomez is out,
That's true.
I think he ends up starting now. And again, it was worth it for $4 because I think he's going to. And this is a player that Miami wants to feature because they want to sell him. He came in with the same crop with Toto Aviles and Gomez, and they want to move all those guys along with Redondo eventually. So these are like showcase pieces. It's kind of annoying that that's what they do. Like they bring in these young guys, but really to sell them, and it's just let Messi make the team around him, and then they'll just have fun for like another year or two, and then I'm pretty sure we're going all the way back to the bottom of the table after that. But it'll be a fun ride for the next year or two. So that's a fun card just to have, I think. And then the Meccanelli, which again I thought Alex, this was a good shout out there.
That's straight line scores. Just love to see it.
Yep.
Love me some Mecca and Ellie. And dude, RSL's making moves too. So
Yeah.
They picked up Elias from New York Red Bulls today.
yeah,
700K.
and they got rid of Anderson Julio.
Yeah, Anderson Julio out. Probably looking to add a heel or a Gald in here. I'm working on pricing right now. Had a few offers out. Nothing's come back yet, but one of those two will land in this group.
Just know if you get a Gould, you're part of the Gould gang. You're with me.
Yeah.
Because I've been a Gould since day one supporter. So that'd be nice.
Yeah. So one of them is coming to the team. I don't know who, and I don't know what price we'll settle on, but these guys are just like,
why not both?
I mean, that's fair. If you want to throw me some money, I'll buy both.
Sure. Thomas, you bring up a good point. I was thinking about this, but I didn't want to bring it up. But like, yeah, Vancouver's a little interesting right now, man. They're up for sale. Their lease on BC Place is up. They don't own any of their facilities. The original owners are cashing out. There's rumors they could move, even though that seems very unlikely. But Vancouver's gonna be a little spicy. No Sartini, no Party. I don't know. It'll be interesting for Gold, but Gold's awesome, so it shouldn't really matter. Maybe
He'll be fine.
Now, to be fair, I am leaning towards heel for one reason, and that will be once we move to the next section.
Okay. All right. Let's move to the next section, though. What you got?
The real reason I started Campana. The real reason why I even started all this. Had to pick up a Campana.
Be such a
probably my favorite Miami player. Happy to see him finally move because I think he should have played over Suarez. I mean, Suarez had a good year. I can't argue against what he ended up doing. But man, I would have loved to have seen Campana play all season because I think he's just ready for that kind of role. Hopefully in New England it all works out. That's why I want to get a heel because I think those two are going to link up quite a bit. Paintsill, $23. I mean, come on. What do you like? It's hard to say no to that. Jovic for 20. Maybe I overpaid, maybe not. I don't know. Can't really settle in on that.
Hey, we got a surprise for you.
Oh.
Can't be a Miami guy without owning a Messi. This is what I was looking at a limited card for last year, I swear. Like this was what a limited was going for.
It's even funnier because Zach doesn't know
and I
yet.
think I overpaid. That's the funny thing. I think I overpaid. I think I could have got him for like $10 cheaper. But it's just, look at his 2-week average, 146.
He only has one screen. So he hasn't realized.
Mike B, what up, man? Yeah, sorry. I was just going through the players.
Hello.
Mike freaking
Yeah,
Basson,
blah,
welcome
blah,
to Silver of the States.
Yeah.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Dude, we are doing fantastic. Dude, we are glad you're here. What are you up to tonight?
Christmas tree for you.
Oh, there's a little Christmas treat for us. I
Tonight,
think you're lagging a little bit.
Yeah.
Not a lot actually. Tonight? Yeah. It's probably me because I'm slow. Yeah. Probably the Wi-Fi connection.
No, it's all right. It's like I
Not a
tell
lot.
ZMStar, just
I
talk
took my
through
mum
it.
shopping. She was getting all the Christmas shopping in. Then got back in time, watched the Bayern game. That was it.
Yeah, they beat Leipzig today.
Here we go.
Dude, so Mike, I
Yeah.
need you to tell me.
The worst thing
How
was
do you
at the
feel
end,
about
though.
rares?
Poor Benjamin Hendricks looks like he's snapped his Achilles. That was horrible.
Oh, I
He
didn't
was
see
in
that.
real pain.
I did not see that.
Anyway, carry on, Zach. Carry on. Carry on.
Yeah. So anyway, I was just finishing up
Is he
Messi
frozen?
over. Could be. Could have gotten him cheaper. And then this one was sort of a backstab on Jorge. I felt really bad, but Alex said I needed more firepower at forward. And
I
Benteke
didn't
was
say
up.
go against what he said though. That's I did not approve this, but it is good. It's a good pickup because I
So
did
the offer's
say
still out there, though. If Jorge picks up a Benteke, I will gladly trade him this one because I have no attachment to this card whatsoever, other than the player himself. So that is a standing offer to
I
you.
know. We're all
Should you pick one up?
Mike,
yeah,
can you believe that he took that Belgian Benteke from me? Because I'm a little upset. Not gonna lie. I think he's a bad friend.
Let's see. But like I said, there was a second one on the market. Oh, it's down. Oh, there it was. I think it was Basil's. It was earlier today, though. There was a
yeah. I
second
remember
one.
I brought that up on the show when Basel had that listed, but it was like way above floor.
Oh, way above. Yeah, yeah.
It was
But
like
you just have to
$49.
send an offer. Yeah, you just have to send an offer to them.
I guess that's true. Maybe next time.
Yeah, so this is where we're sitting. Need keeper help.
I'm back.
Need another smasher in the midfield. Probably need another defender. I don't know, but really a keeper and a midfielder, I think, is what I'm missing. I feel pretty good in the forward spot right now.
Yeah, that's definitely where your firepower
Hey,
is for
I
sure.
have a question.
Ah, there he is.
I have a question.
Just
Yeah. Where's Klitsch going to play?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Where is
Actually,
Klitsch going to be for Atlanta?
I assume he'll
Because
be.
hasn't Moranchuk got the 10 spot?
He sat in that sort of double pivot last year, but pushed forward, and so I assume it'll just be him and Sleesh in that two behind, because it was sort of like Miyamba. It got different people switched in and out of that role with Sleesh, so I assume it'll just be them two, Polish duo, unless I don't know if Sleesh is still there. I'm pretty sure he is, but I think it'll be
hold on,
that.
Thomas, break it down for us. You're in the chat.
Yeah, Thomas has definitely got a good answer for that.
Mike, I also did hear that they were talking. I forget who I was listening to this morning, saying that Moranchuk would go out to the right, out into the wing, like opposite of Lobjanitse, and then have Cleesh
So
kind of
that's-
control the middle. I don't know how real that
I
is.
thought Sabo was on the right.
Or left, right.
Because
One of the
John
two
Day is
sides.
moving to the 9 now, apparently. That's what I was told by Thomas.
Oh,
Using
yeah.
you now.
I mean, Mike, at the end of the day, it could just be a bust card. But I'm in for $2.48. So
That's not a bad price for a bus card.
Mike, how are you feeling about these like rare prices? Are you degenning as much as we are?
Not really. I'm looking. Like, I'm really miffed that I missed that freeze last night.
Yeah.
I've been going more down Liga MX, unfortunately. Sorry.
Let's go.
Well, not to you, all gay, obviously. So
Or
I've
that means you have to get
been
into it.
picking up a few Liga MX cards, especially as they're still in season until May.
Yeah, that's true. They're about to start up
Yeah.
again. It is kind of funny that the like Mexican is the one that doesn't play Liga MX.
I don't understand it at all. Like, it's.
Oh no, we lost Mike.
we lost.
lights out.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, but that is good to hear that other people are getting into League MX, because some of those prices are, whew, like, I might need to send some offers at this point, because I think contender is a lot easier to play than challenger. Obviously, the rewards are different. But if I can get my hands on a rare Barco for next season and run that with Liga MX guys, it's over. It's over. I'm getting all the rewards. Yeah, Muyumba. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, Mayumba
Yeah, I mean,
moves.
I'm gonna say Atlanta's not even close to being done yet with whatever they're cooking up.
For
Like,
sure.
there's still gonna be a ton of things coming out of there. So,
Hmm.
but yeah, like again, if it's a bust card, dude, like buying a $2 bust card, a $2.50 bust card, will always be all right in my book. Nothing, nothing ventured, nothing gained on those.
I
But
agree. Like, there's so many. Like last season, you couldn't get any of these guys caliber guys for $2. So now you can. You may
no,
as well.
like when I was looking through, I was like, there are so many $2 to $4 guys that like I'd be happy to have and play, but I'm like, I really should get like another keeper first,
Yep.
because like all of a sudden you chip away like your wallet balance at $2 to $4 at a time, and you're like, ah, damn, I should have really got another keeper, or I should have just got one more smasher and then speculate on a few dudes.
Yep. That I agree with that. I gotta be honest with you guys. I haven't picked up a single MLS Rare during this offseason.
Wow, so you're just shilling everybody
I
your
haven't
bags?
scooped one. No, it's because I want my money to work for me during the off season. So I've been going after current guys who are playing in Challenger, or current guys who are playing in Contender, or La Liga guys. Like those are the three ones that I'm going after. And so once I get a little prize, a little nice little prize, I won $5 the other day. That's 3 lauds. But I just gotta once I get that big prize, then we'll be good to go.
Oh, there he is.
Anybody else want to hop on? Like,
At
like
this
this
point,
is
yeah.
great.
Just
This is
adjust
full
the
DJ.
stat real quick.
We sent Mike to Walmart for a new router. We got Thomas in here.
Yep.
Thomas, you got a spare Guzan that you'll let go for a reasonable price?
I got my collection limited Gazan, and then I actually picked up a rare Gazan right when he announced the news that he was staying. I think I traded for it for something that around like $10, $13.
Yeah,
total.
I would pay 12, 13 just to have it.
No,
And a big head. I want a big head.
Oh, yeah. It's not a big head. I mean, that thing is shiny too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So I think I want to hop in because I think like with Klish, yeah, I think he's going to slot into your number 8 spot most of the time, and then he's going to pair with Schleich at the midfield.
Oh my god, I'm right.
And then you'll have Miranchuk because I think, but you might see it more often at the start of the season where he's going to go up top to the cant position, and maybe they slot Miranchuk on the left. It kind of depends on this offseason what they pick up. I assume they're going to go after a DP number 9 first, and then the left wing will be based on what they can maybe get. Like it's not likely they go 2 DPs in one window. I think that's just not Garth unless he feels like it's a great deal. So so I think but at the same time too, Sean Day is awesome. He off the bench at least, but he has a lot of skill, a lot of potential. He just had a lot of knocks going into the latter part of the year, and he was a little bit more of a defensive liability. And Rod Valentino was playing prevent defense. Honestly, like that was against the game when we won at Orlando. I was looking at a heat map. I was the one that got us in the playoffs.
Not having that. No, not my show.
No.
Orlando slander.
I can't deny the truth, man. Hey, y'all got back at us. But like the heat map is quite literally just 90% of the match was spent in the box or in the field of Atlanta. And then we just had a couple of goals. So yeah, I mean it's going to be really interesting. I think Sean Day is definitely someone still to watch if he's cheap, but TRA, don't pick him up if you think he's going to start. He's going to go back into that super sub role, and who knows, maybe we get Joseph again. Things have happened,
Or you battle Charlotte for Almiron.
Honestly, okay, this is a controversial opinion, but I would be okay if Almiron went to Charlotte. One, we get like $2 million from that deal, so just tack on the money.
Yeah.
And then two, it's just like, well, he's left-footed, right? So we would want to. At a point, we run into this issue where we have too many left-footed attackers, and so we actually need someone that can hit it with their right foot, because it's like Miranchuk, Saba, and Almiron and Almiron cannot score unless it's his left foot, like even in Newcastle. So I think in terms of the mix of the team, I mean, it's not an actually good fit unless we were to move one of the other two, and I don't think we're going to do that. And personally, I really like Saba. So yeah, it's like, go do your thing, Almiron. Go do your thing, Miggy. Hope you tear it up in Charlotte. A lot of respect for them. Fork over some cash. We'll use it good.
Yeah, you can put the
Fair
cash
enough.
to work. You can always put the cash to work. So
I love
technically,
how
we could get,
Atlanta's
like-
still making money no matter what. Like they're just racking in cash left and right. It doesn't matter from where,
Yeah.
from who. They're just stacking stacks.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, I understand Garth and his business acumen in the league. Like, he really knows how to wheel and deal. And then just bringing Henderson back. I mean, like, look what he did with Miami, right? I don't think any other technical director in the league right now could do that, what he did in Miami, honestly, without getting a suspension 2 years down the road.
yeah, I mean, like he should just bounce around to places like who has a terrible situation? Dallas, I think, has like he just needs to bounce around, fix everybody's books,
Yeah.
and just keep moving.
Well, I was like
go to
wondering today, I was
SKC.
like, who would actually be all I want for Christmas? Yeah. Who would actually be a successor to Don Garber as the league commissioner? And I think Henderson actually kind of popped in my head of like, this guy knows the ins and outs of this league. He knows how to abuse the hell out of it.
He
like-
certainly does. He knows all the tricks.
Yeah, and like who better to there we go. To kind of just lead the league towards, I don't know why my Wi-Fi does this. It's just like, hold on. Boom. Who better to lead the league towards not insane roster rules and cap rules than someone that knows how to abuse them? and get away and like do it legally. Like that's the big emphasis right there, right? Like not make payments behind the door or whatever that gets other teams like the Galaxy and Miami with their prior directors in trouble.
All for Blaze Matuidi.
Yeah.
What a
Blaze
weird deal that was.
Get wrecked.
What's he up to right now?
Probably playing Saudi.
Yeah.
You remember when it used to be China? And it's like, nah, they're in Saudi.
I do like that. I do like Mike's call out, Chris for MLS commish. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Especially if his favorite team just keeps on sending us players for nothing.
Oh yeah.
They're like, hey man, we can't afford this guy. We can't sell tickets to our bad games.
I think it's
Take
just
him
like
off our
this
books.
guy. I honestly thought I was like, yeah, he had to like threaten a Reynoso situation and just be like, hey, I'm just not going to show up. Like, I don't want to be here anymore.
Because not only that, but they're eating a good chunk of the salary.
He's
Like that's the
Atlanta.
other part of it.
Atlanta is taking $300K of his salary.
They're taking zero risk on this.
That is, yeah. I mean, it's about as risky as me picking up his rare for $1.38.
I mean, isn't that what Miami did with Joseph though? Didn't they pay Atlanta to take Joseph?
Yes, and well, yeah. I mean, it is quite similar now that you bring it up. We covered most of his salary, but we were quite ready to move on. I think we covered less than what they gave us. I forget what the deal was actually now.
Yeah,
It was
the deal. I forget the deal too. I mean,
it
we
actually
took a good
felt
part
like
of it.
it was like I felt like a good deal for Atlanta because it was clear they wanted to move on, and then it felt like a good deal for Miami. Whereas this one, you look at it and you're just like, is this front office high?
I mean,
Yeah.
to be real, like DC cleaned house though. Like they got everything off their
But
books.
they cleaned house last year, though. That's the
That's
crazy
also
part.
true.
Like they had the largest roster turnover of probably any club in the league last season, and they're doing it again.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, they had Lewis O'Brien. What? And then he went to LAFC and crushed. Like what?
crushed.
Yeah, it's just like And I know they've changed a lot in the front office. I've kind of lost track of who's where in that organization, but it's insane to me the amount of turnover. And it's funny because it doesn't felt. I mean, they had a gold. Like, how do you have the freaking Golden Boot winner and you don't make playoffs in this 9-team playoff system? That is what's so wild to me.
Yeah, imagine not making the playoffs in this playoff system.
Dude,
I mean, were y'all even close to the Golden Boot? Like, let's be honest. I mean, I guess the answer is that one player carried the team hard.
Yeah, like one player just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
he tried.
He tried his best. I mean, Benteke, and he missed a lot of chances too. Like, don't get me wrong, but still, I mean, he scored the most out of any team. Oh man,
just those aerial duels, man.
And hey, man, at 99th percentile, you know, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you won the cup, if you won the playoffs. If you're in the 99th percentile, aerial duels won.
Hey, at the end of the day, Benteke still won a trophy. Who cares if the rest of DC
it's
did?
True.
Benteke is still a winner, all right?
He won the golden duel.
I mean, DC technical. You know, if we count DC, they technically won more trophies than 80% of teams in the league, right?
That's true. SKC didn't win no awards. Oh no! Didn't your front office guy? Didn't your front office?
Executive of the year, bro.
What was that about? Like,
that he didn't piss anybody off. He got an award for just leaving everybody alone.
He fleeced the most money from his fans without doing anything. It's literally that's
what I honestly thought. I was like, how do you extract the most wealth from your team without actually doing much? You know?
I drove 2 hours to get Jerso signed jersey. We didn't win anything this year. This guy, we won stuff with this guy.
I picked up a couple of SKC guys. I remember I sent you that.
Oh, dude, Boston Sean, greetings. First snowstorm of the winter. Got a flat. Having one of those days. I'm sorry, Boston Sean. But hey, I'm glad you're here, though. I hope we can make you laugh a little bit, make you smile a little bit. We can just talk bad about Miami the whole time. That'll make
you feel good. Listen.
Oh, no, we got to talk bad about New York, right? Isn't that what gets...
yeah.
Which New York? New Jersey, New York?
All of them.
All the New Yorks. New Jersey.
I mean, if we talk about...
area.
So can we talk about how the Red Bulls go from making it to the final to having a DP 36-year-old defender? Like, how does this? I don't understand this move.
Is that Hack? Are you talking about Hack?
No. He's a forward, isn't he?
Was he a forward?
Yeah.
Are you talking about? Who are you talking about?
Hack's the defender they signed.
Hack's the defender. Yeah.
The guy from
Bayern
is the forward.
Yeah, the guy from Bayern is the forward. Yeah.
Choupo-Moting. Never mind. That's the one MLS Rare I've got. I forgot to say that. I picked him up.
That's the move I hate the most. I hate that you made that picked up that card.
I was just
so bad.
Dude, I also hate the Red Bulls. So
every year I have to have a new Kuipers.
Yeah. Hack is 31, and Chupa's 36 on a DP contract. A DP contract,
which is like, I mean, I'm not questioning the guy's skill. I'm not questioning the guy's ability. I'm just questioning when you're putting together a roster in this league, and you say, how do we use our get out of jail free card? And you say, well, on a player that hasn't played really that many minutes across the last 2 years, and it's going to be Insigne all over again, right? Like, he's great maybe when he's on the field, but how often is he on the field? Because he's not the player that's used to playing 90 minutes week in, week out. I'm sure it's a lighter schedule, whatever, compared to like last season, but still, I think.
And the travel of MLS.
And the system they play, right? It's a very like high press, murder ball, like maybe less so than when it was with the last coach, but still, it's the Red Bull system, and it requires a lot of physicality.
And he's old.
You go from a championship game to thinking like we're tanking the season in the off season already.
But you know what the best part is?
Oh my God, he's $18. I'm selling. Nah, fuck that. I'm selling. He's $18.
Did you really flip that?
Bro,
no way you're gonna pull that flip off.
Nah,
Show me that. Pull that graph back.
I mean, he may be listed for $18, but
okay, he's 12.
Supply and demand economics. And
oh wait, look,
I mean,
20. People are paying $20 for his card
because it's just a new move, man. The new moves of the MLS, people overpay like crazy.
Dude, that's how we do it. So in the States, we bottom dot. We don't top dot. We bottom dot. That's what I'm talking about.
This should have been me, but this was me.
That's what I'm talking about. Boston Sean wants to know if Messi is a must-have if you're moving up to rare. Ooh, Thomas, let me get your idea on that. Yeah, so
Yeah.
you already bought one,
Yes.
Zach.
No, I'm
Yes,
gonna say
you're
no.
one.
It's not. I bought one because I love Miami. I
Yeah.
would if it wasn't Miami. I mean, I don't even have a Miami card. Speaking of which, if anybody has one, I will sweeten the pot if they want to trade for one in a Miami jersey. But I don't think.
I have a Miami Messi.
Okay, well, maybe we can work something out if you're not too attached.
But is it a must-have to move up to rare?
Let me double check. Yeah, it is a Miami. It's the 2023 Miami Messi.
Think about it.
Yeah, the
Maybe
first
no Evander, maybe no Lucho. We'll see on Cucho, but it sounds like Columbus is gonna make him an offer.
I think it is. I think it's because he's a forward too. I don't think
yeah.
It's because you need he's a week in week out. I can get 100 forward, and there is going to be potentially a hole where we don't have Puig. Do we have Evander? We don't know yet.
Lucho?
Do we have Lucho? So 3 of the largest,
Facundo Torres is gone.
Yeah, well, 3 of the biggest cheat codes in MLS midfielders so rare are potentially exiting the league. And don't get me wrong, I think all 3 could be quite successful. Like if Lucho went to, I'm not going to say it right because I don't know
Corinthians,
but Corinthians, but he's paired with Depay, Memphis. Right?
Oh wow, really?
That's actually that's even more exciting for me. Like if you actually look at the rest of the scores of his team when he joined,
Alberto.
I mean, it was actually quite exciting to the point where I was looking at Memphis to potentially pick him up over the offseason.
Is that where Paulinho is too? Because I know Yuri Alberto's there, and I know that's where Romalo is.
There's so many Paulinhos.
There's a Paulinho.
No, that's Atletico Mineiro.
That's right, because that's where Hulk is. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then one more point on Messi. In the league games, what did he play? 19, I think. I think he played 19 league games this year. So you're getting a half a season out of him. He travels for the international team that he will never miss any of those. Miami plays an insane preseason schedule. They're in every cup known to man because they just get a free pass to join everything, everywhere, all the time. So, he logs a lot of miles. And I don't think he'll be as good as he was this year, to be honest. And he only got a half a season. I don't think he does better than a half a season. So I don't know if it's a must-have.
But I'm okay if he doesn't do better because not doing better and performing less is not that bad.
No, it's not bad at all.
I think there's potential matchups you avoid. Like if he plays again at New York City, just avoid that because I think it's a field thing, right? He's probably never played on a field that terrible.
Also, if he plays in Atlanta, sit him because Guzan's going to stop everything known to man that he throws at him.
I'll play my Guzan rare. There we go.
there you go. All the saves.
Go ahead.
I think this year more than ever, I think Messi might be a must-have. I think last year you probably could have gotten away without one because of how many smashes we had in MLS, but a lot of them are kind of leaving. And who knows? We'll have some new ones come in. Jay Blaze is the captain of the Shambos hype train. And dude, it could be, depending on what Columbus does.
Actually, should we all be buying an Alex Wheel because Chalamet called him a Mozart? I think we need to
Mozart?
Oh, yeah.
I think we all need to be on
all these PR people just hinging on to the Nashville train. What was it? Hawk 2 Girl was talking Charlotte soccer or some shit.
Now it was Nashville.
Now, that was in Nashville too. I can't remember.
Okay, Nashville's doing some inside PR.
They got a firm. They're like, hey, are you relevant? Okay. I actually, whenever I first saw him, I was like, I don't know who you are, and I was like, oh, it's Doom Kid.
I am so glad Germ is on this train with me because I am kind of hyped with what Nashville is doing. As soon as they got Brugman, I said, hold on. Because this changes everything. Because we had many conversations last year where it's when you bring in Drew Yearwood to replace Dax McCarty in your midfield, you're going to have a bad time. All right? Their midfield was atrocious. Brugman settles in midfield, allows Hani, Surridge, and whoever the heck ends up being on the left. It kind of just lets them kind of float around, and they have that stability in the back. We have Walker Zimmerman, who's not going to be hurt in all these international tournaments and stuff. He'll be here a little bit longer. Nashville, looking a little spicy.
I like the Brugman move a lot. I actually was surprised they moved him because I thought they would actually want to hang on to him.
Yeah, my jaw dropped.
Given
For Sean
Booth
Davis, bro.
is out.
Ugh.
Whoa, don't
Yeah, but
disrespect
who's out?
Sean
I know.
Davis, dude.
It just made no sense to me, but hey.
For so
Yeah.
rare. For so rare.
But
Okay.
maybe they have someone in mind to replace him during the time being, or who knows what. They got an office that knows how to make some great moves. So yeah, I did think it was a very good move. I think there's a lot of uninspiring games for that Nashville team, even after they changed coaches. So maybe it's also just moving on from some people, and they did have some pretty bad injuries too.
Like Godoy's gone.
Yeah, and I thought Godoy actually had a lot of heart for them too.
Where'd he just go? San Diego?
San Diego.
Yeah,
Yeah.
San Diego. That'll be interesting. I mean, can you really trust Godoy though? Like,
Yeah, I think Germ's calling it out, but like the Norway kid they picked up, and then there's another player I think from Norway as well. But I mean, I think I've seen Harry talk about him multiple times on streams. The
Really?
the U23 Norway player that they brought in. So yeah, I think they are making the right moves. It's probably the most ambitious the club has been since they brought in Henny Mukhtar, because the last three windows really, like there haven't really been any big moves. It's kind of just been like pieces.
I mean, they brought in
MLS.
Surridge. I mean,
Like,
Tyler
they did-
Boyd got hurt. He was kind
Yeah.
of okay for him at the beginning.
But even like Surge didn't feel like everyone that when we saw it and we kind of saw his numbers, we all went, I don't know about this guy.
He showed flashes. I
He's
think.
so yeah, but like there was no there hasn't ever been consistency with him, which is I think the issue.
So these are scores from our Norway boy, Dagseth. 23 AA, 24 AA, 15, 13, 27, 37, 32 with 2 decisives. Dude, Norway,
Any
man.
cards?
The Dagger
cards?
Dans of the world are starting to make it over here.
Oh yeah, he does have cards. Okay.
Yeah, because I think he has Rosenborg,
Yeah.
who is like the one Norwegian team they have on the platform, possibly.
$18 floor, $14 last
It's
sale.
not bad. He's
Because
U23.
there's going to be like players like Peck, that don't have cards, and for some reason take 3/4 of the season to mint, and it's just going to be like you're going to be.
Oh, that's the
dying for that.
contender thing right there, isn't it?
I don't know.
I think so. Because like,
Definitely.
and I actually didn't buy anything for today's Advent calendar or whatever.
What?
I'm
You get a
tapped out,
Christmas
man.
gift. You get a
I'm
Christmas
tapped
gift.
out.
You get a
I
whole
don't
new
know.
card guaranteed.
Do you really?
I have
Yeah.
enough tier
For
5.
contender?
Yeah, for contender.
Yeah, if you buy a contender card, you get it. I mean, if you're going to do it actually right now, while all the Europeans except for Mike are asleep.
Did they do it for Challenger yet or no?
No,
No,
that's
they
what, so
haven't done this.
I think they're going to do it for Challenger tomorrow. That's why I'm saving up.
Here, do you want to see my pickup for today for the thing? I had a
Is
little.
it,
I had a,
is
I
it
had a little
all
discount.
cards? So like I could buy like a J League player and I would get a card on Christmas.
Yeah, a
It's
J
the
League
same
player
league,
of the
it's the
same
same
tier. Yeah, same tier or better. They try to match tier.
Challenger tomorrow, champion on
Yeah,
Sunday.
see Mike's with me. Yeah, so I'm saving up for the good stuff. All right.
Yeah. Who plays contender? Couldn't be me.
I do
Unless
have a lot.
Facundo
I
went
have been
there.
buying
Shame.
a lot of
Shame.
MLS offseason Challenger cards, like European teams and stuff. We've been building a team.
Some of
Yeah,
my
what's
contender
great?
is smashed.
I think I saw something random that San Jose was going to make a bid on Brendan Vasquez.
Oh, actually,
Yes.
that's like a very real. They're pushing hard for it.
Yeah,
Yep.
So
interesting. That's very interesting.
I think Atlanta can make a bid too.
What about Tiare, bro?
I already said that. I've already said
No,
those
there's-
words. Look, he's
There's
good.
one on
but
the market for $740 right now. If anybody's interested.
TRA.
That's not bad.
No, for a Vasquez, a $740 Vasquez.
I
Still not
remember
bad.
I had this it's like the third string goalkeeper, maybe the fourth
Whoa.
string goalkeeper. has-
Meanwhile,
has-
last sale 9 hours ago, $2.75. $2.75.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Even if he doesn't make the move, this is kind of a gamble you want to take. You're telling me that all these degens are going to hear that Brandon Vasquez is coming back to the MLS and are going to hop on it like a dang hotcake from $2?
Yeah.
Trade with Santonio or Satonio for $15, probably $16 in terms of value. I could trade that Klitsch card. There we go. Get a Vasquez. Wow, wheeling and dealing.
Do I trade the Choupo-Moting for Vasquez?
You should actually. Actually, that is exactly what you should do. And
Yeah.
I will.
No, you sell the Motang for whatever you can get, and then you buy like 10 MLS rares for that
you
price.
fleece the trader, man. You don't even give him the money. You just give him the
Just get $20 worth of rares from a trader for that Motang.
Like,
Yeah, I
save
was about
yourself.
to say, you just go to Santonio and you just trade them for $20.
I mean,
worth
look,
of stuff.
I undercut the last sale by .0000000
Get a
1
Brandon
ETH.
Vasquez.
See, I show
Yeah,
up
and
first.
that's like 130% of like what's 1.3 or whatever they do that for nowadays times $14.23.
What'd you buy it for?
$6.
Oh,
$18.49. You could trade that card for Brandon Vasquez to Santonio right now, and he'll probably still try and fleece you.
Or
no, you sell this for cash, man.
we got Brazilian Juan.
Ooh.
Not Luan.
The problem is you have to sell it, and hopefully somebody wants to buy it right now.
Dude,
always
it
the
seems like
part.
there's a lot of Choupo-Moting fans.
Dude, regardless,
It's all the Germans that are just like, yeah, he's gonna go tear up MLS.
Because they don't know any better.
Where's the last sale? Where's the last sale?
Boston
They know
Sean on the
nothing of the
Shambos
MLS.
train. Let's go. Yeah, Ducky, I think we're all in the same boat, man. This as a DP, like it just does not make sense.
Like, I remember everyone was toting Forsberg. And don't get me wrong, he obviously missed a lot of time and he did have his moments. But he plays for the New York Red Bulls, which are the worst team you can have in terms of so rare utility. They play a style of play that is detrimental to so rare players. Like that is the Red Bulls way.
I just
Yeah.
I've said this for years. I've made my mistakes. And the only thing I can say is like John Tolkien was the only player I would ever recommend from that roster if we're trying to do like server utility.
And Token's too expensive. I'd never pay for that dude.
He's about to move anyway to Europe.
Yeah. He's about to move. But yeah, I would
speaking of
never
which,
pay
I
for
saw
it.
this earlier. Speaking of wingbacks and stuff, and I completely forgot to hit it because there's massive people just coming in and out of this show. What about Wagner though? Do we we're all pretty like on board that he moves, right?
Oh, it's like almost guaranteed. I think. I mean, it's
Sorry,
the clubs even said. Oh, sorry.
No, it was just this was
Oh,
like
we
way
missed that.
earlier, and I was like, oh god, and then I just remembered talking about wingbacks.
Yeah, I think he goes because I think he doesn't want to be there, and I think Philly's kind of moving on. So I think it's kind of beneficial to both sides.
Yeah.
My two teams to run away from this year are Philly and Vancouver.
Yes, we're not one of them. Let's go.
I mean, honestly, it's like I don't think you
I'm
can
over
get
that.
worse for SKC. Doesn't
True.
say much, but
We traded down today
Well,
in the draft. We're finding new ways to get worse.
yeah, like there you go.
Yes.
Portland maybe if they lose
Burial
the rest
season.
of them, but like I don't know. I just
The show.
I know they announced. Did they announce the new coach or there's like the rumored coach or whatever? I forget.
Yeah, it's still rumored. I don't think it's official yet. It's what's the dude's name? Right, he came from St. Louis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cornell. Bradley
Brad
Cornell.
Oh, they're gonna
Yeah.
suck
Yeah.
then. Oh, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Carnell is the going rumor right now.
Which is like, oh, congratulations, you're now playing Red Bull style, which means like, stay
With a
away.
bunch of
Congratulations.
kids.
Two
'Cause,
Red
like, I
Bulls
mean,
right next to
honestly,
each
like
other.
that St. Louis team, other than like whenever like Klaus and like Lewin and then Berkey, like those are the only players. And like Klaus was not great half the time in terms of Sorare sense. Like he'd score a goal, but he'd only have like 60 because he had negative AA. So yeah, that's why I say run away from Philly. Sorry, Deke. He's not on, but
Dude, Campana is gonna cook. I think we're all on the Campana hype train too. That's
We are certainly on the hype train. We'll see how
Also-
this all turns out for all
so-
of us. But
I'm gonna show you these. No, that's not my screen. This is the screen. I'm gonna show you these scores. If I told you this is a center back, would you be stoked? Outside of all the times that he's missed,
would I be
like you see these scores for a center back.
I would be stoked if all those high scores are at home. Because then I know, like, hey, play him at home, don't play him away, whatever.
Yeah.
His home's okay.
No, it's
Sounds
new.
okay.
Oh, it's Argentina, man. It's a different, like, it's a league that's actually much better for defenders in general.
It's Philly's new center back.
Is he a center back or is he?
Yeah.
I guess he is. Yeah, I thought he was a left back for some reason.
Nope. So this is Jack Elliott's replacement.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
right,
Jack,
like-
speaking of center
Glavnovich.
backs, I think Jack Elliott is like. I know he went to Chicago, but like, I'm pretty sure he was like
No cards
$2.
though. No cards.
Yeah.
I want to say Jack Elliott was like $2 when I looked at him. I was like, I know he's going to Chicago, but and like they're overpaying him because it's on a 1-year deal, and they don't
Well,
know
'cause-
what they want to do.
Yeah,
he's a $2.
literally. They're like, we don't know if this is gonna work, and you're a really good player, so let's start with a year and go from here.
Chicago way.
That's the thing. I love Jack Elliott, man. But like it scares me that he's at Chicago. I don't really know what to expect. So like I'm not on the hop on Jack Elliott. He's gonna be great. Like he'll do
Yeah.
fine.
I
I
think
just don't know what that team's gonna look like.
I kind of feel like I'm overpaying at $2. I need him for like $1.25.
I think Bearhalter ball is actually kind of good for center backs. No,
In theory, it should be.
Yeah,
Like, they're gonna have the
US
players
team,
to
like I
do it.
remember, like the center backs actually scored pretty well in server terms against like teams they were evenly matched with or superior to. Yeah, I don't know.
And it's what, still
Oh.
Chris Brady?
It's still Chris Brady.
It's Brady.
They're not going to bring any. They haven't brought anyone else in, really. I don't know if they have the money or the moves or the spots or whatever. I mean, they have the money because they made so much freaking money last.
Well,
last year.
I guess the idea is that they're gonna get rid of Gaston Jimenez this winter, which is gonna open up a lot because he's a huge hit on the cap. And that
Yeah.
unlocks
And they got rid of
speaking of
Navarro. He transferred to Argentina permanently. He's actually been doing quite well there.
Freddie Navarro? Like Federico Navarro or whatever?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Weren't they really high on him? Like he was supposed to be
He
like
was
a huge
honestly, I
prospect
thought
for him, wasn't
he was actually quite good when he played for them too. And yeah, he just made not Federico Navarro. Who am I thinking of? Hold on, he's in my gallery. I'll find him.
The best part is when you say he's in my gallery.
Miguel
He's already
Miguel
lying.
Angel Navarro. Miguel Navarro plays for Talleres.
Why did I genuinely just found him while I was looking up contender guys, like as you said.
He's actually had like a very his end of the season was
Bro, he's
was
going
quite good.
nuts.
Yeah, and he plays the left back, which, like, I mean,
Contract ends at the end of this year.
well, no, he's transferring, and they're bringing him back. He's permanently there.
Oh shit! All right.
Yeah, so buy
Starts
now.
week 47.
Sounds
Put him on
good.
the watch list.
There you go.
Ooh, Junqua to RSL is fun. What is this? I don't even know who that is. Should I know who this is?
All right, yeah, I gotta head down to dinner, but
All right, man. I mean,
It's
yeah,
good.
we'll just get together just to talk more off-season stuff anyway. We
yeah, I'll
should
give you
all
all,
get together.
the ins and outs.
Oh,
All right,
he was in FC Dallas? What?
there you go.
Oh, Dallas is a team I want to talk about,
Oh,
actually.
thanks, Thomas. Appreciate you. Have fun. Is that who you're talking about, Jerem? Sam Junqua?
Yeah, he just moved there.
Oh, interesting. Honestly, I didn't even know this guy existed, to be honest. I'll take that L.
He's
Yeah,
kind of
decent
I
mid.
mean,
scores.
judging by his scores, we wouldn't really know he existed.
Put up a stinker
Probably.
to end the year.
Hey, but Jerem's the FC Dallas guy, so if he thinks it's good, like
Yeah.
there's merit to that. So
But I do want to talk about Dallas. It looks like they're ready to just it
Load
didn't
up.
look like they have much money, but they're like blowing it all up. I don't know what they look like at the end of all this. If they end up moving, making that trade with Seattle.
Well, so what? You
Like,
got
what do they
you got
look like?
Velasco, you have Musa. Yeah.
But they didn't have much money, at least when I looked at the. I mean, I guess they'll get some money back.
I mean, if they get Paul Arriola, which is a lot, Jesus
Yeah.
Ferreira, which is a DP, I mean, they'll open up a lot, man. It'll be
That'll
interesting.
open it up. Yeah, that'll open it up.
Apparently,
I guess it's waiting on those moves, and then it opens up to like put something together.
it's
That
too
makes
early.
sense.
It's too early to tell with Dallas, to be honest. They're just like full rebuild. I liked what I saw last year. I thought there was something there, but they just couldn't get it together. And by the time they started showing flashes, it was a little too late.
They did bring another center back in to pair with Nikosi, so I think that pairing is going to be much better.
Maybe he had a down year last year, so hopefully gets a little bit better. Ducky chiming in, picking up the 80-90% starters for $1 to $2 is sound in my opinion, even in classic. Yes, with all the special weeklies, I like just throwing whoever starts in, and Elliott could score decent too. Yeah, Ducky, that is. You might as well just hop on the show too, because that is what we are all just drooling over right now. We're like, dude, these are literally locked in starters that you are buying for like nothing. Like, it just doesn't make sense not to hop into rare right now. Like, screw limited. Limited's fun. We're all gonna play limited, especially in season. But right now, the risk reward with some of these rares is just ridiculous.
It really is.
God, it doesn't make no sense. I'm gonna bring this back to Chicago real quick because as we were talking, I remembered that Brian Gutierrez exists. Obviously, things are gonna be a little bit different. We all think that Greg Berhalter is a little bit more capable when it comes to regular season MLS. Gutierrez has his moments, has his flashes. They clean up, bring better players in. What do you guys? How do you guys feeling about this Gutierrez for $2, under 23 for another 3 years? On top of that,
dude, Gutierrez for $2 is like, again, a card that I'd take because one, he's still young. Two, he's shown he can play.
Yeah.
And in an unknown system, you have to feel optimistic. That's why I like this Elliott card. You know, like I would pick up a few Chicago pieces just because like they are an unknown. And an unknown is fun.
Especially in the MLS, man.
Until it's not, you know, it's fun until it's not. And so I think, you know, I mean,
dude, he's already buying it, man. He's putting in his password right now. Look at him. Look at him.
I'm not doing anything.
Gutierrez is going off the market as we speak.
No, he's really not.
I want a big head one though.
He's buying my Choupo-Moting. That's what he's doing.
I gotta put my recovery code or my two-factor.
Two-factor. Dear Lord. Oh, this has been awesome. What a great little Friday shenanigan hang. Shout out to everybody who's been hanging out in the chat, chiming in, hanging out with us. Boss and Sean, hope your day's turning around. And man, this has been great. What else we got? Should we just go through Tom Boger's Twitter and just see what we got going on?
Yes.
What are the Tommy bombs? There's probably been like 100 since we hopped on here.
All right, real quick, Vasquez for $5. How do we feel?
Brandon Vasquez for $5?
Yeah.
I don't hate it, man. Like I said, from everything that I've seen around, it seems like the interest is very real. The thing what it was is that Monterrey was still in the playoffs and they didn't want to talk any deals. They didn't want to talk any contract things until that was over. Clearly they'd lost it, LOL. So yeah, here we are. Now the talks can continue, and yeah, it seems like it's gonna come. Why not?
I could do it for $5. That was the
Hey, Blaze,
that was thrown
you're the
back
freaking best. You retweet our stuff. You always show up. You're the best.
All right. I don't think I have time to go over the tweets. So
you out?
Yeah, I have to go. Let me know if you guys pick up anybody. Appreciate you.
We will. We're at an hour. My sushi just got here, so I'm probably out here soon too. Hey, do Friday night. Hey, you know.
What kind of sushi you got?
I don't know. Idea. I told them to surprise me. I just said something spicy and weird. So spicy and weird is what I'm getting.
That's like all sushi.
No,
just give you anything.
Most sushi's normal and lame and full of cream cheese. No, I want the weird.
No. Full of cream cheese is not real sushi, dude.
Give me all the Crispies on top.
See, it is for Alex. All right, it is for Adam. That's why I said it. I gotta set it for a
I,
little child.
I
over
hate
here.
cream cheese and sushi. I will say, every time I order sushi, I just get straight salmon sashimi. Like, it's basic,
Ooh.
but if it's right,
Yeah,
can't
like
deny it.
nigiri is better than sushi.
I like eel.
But anyway,
Some like
Either
eel
eel is
rolls.
good.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yellowfin is usually one of my go-tos.
Yep. Yellowfin. Gotta go with a
But yeah, I'll
classic
try it.
spicy crab though. Like you
I'll
can't
try
go
it.
wrong
Yeah,
with a
I'll
spicy
try
crab.
anything.
ooh, yeah. You got shrimp
All
tempura?
right.
Shrimp tempura?
Yeah, shrimp
Oh,
tempura. Yeah, but
you get both sushi and you gotta get the shrimp tempura. Come on.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
with the yum yum sauce.
And
Yeah.
the tempura
If they-
vegetables.
and
Don't
if they
ever
offer
forget the
bao buns.
tempura vegetables.
All right, y'all. I do have to go.
or some bao buns if they have them. Yep.
Sushi,
Yeah, bao buns.
sushi in the States next time.
yeah. Yeah.
All right,
We'll all order some sushi. We'll eat it. We'll just critique.
let's go
Yeah.
mukbang. All right, y'all.
Oh dear Lord! See, this is what happens when we stream on a Friday night and we ain't got nothing going on, and we're
Yeah,
just
the
degenning
impromptu
into.
Friday emergency stream. This is what happened.
Yeah, dude, literally. And people are spending their Friday night hanging out with us. What the heck is wrong with y'all, bro?
Vasquez for 5, man.
Dude, I like Vasquez for 5. I'm not gonna lie. It's not a bad shout. Yeah, we'll go through these tweets. We'll see what's up.
Yeah, let's see what's going on.
Anderson Julio to FC Dallas. Yep. We already kind of talked about that. More on what else? New England doing a whole bunch of things. Super draft Esmir Baraktarovich to PSV. That's fun. That's
So
fun.
PSV
Good for
is
him.
Good for him, and maybe good for like guys who love PSV players. Like that might be.
Hey man, you got a little New England collection from last year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, the best thing is when Challenger guys stay in Challenger. Like Facundo Torres staying in Challenger is like the best thing for me because I have like 3 of them. So,
All right, dude. I
Works out.
counted Antonio back $4.50, and I got him. He accepted $4.50.
dude, you know it's bad when even the bots are like, dude, I don't care, just take it. Like, please, please buy this thing.
Speculative buy. But I mean, obviously, Super Draft. I can't speak to anybody who was in the Super Draft today. I don't know any of those dudes.
Nah. Well, in years past, they did like the whole show and the production. They showed you highlights and like player profiles, and it was cool. And then this year, they're like, yeah, you get a couple tweets. We'll tweet out the selections. Like, all right.
Yeah, the biggest news to me that came out of Super Draft was like which teams were getting 50K and trading back. You know, like that was like those were the highlights. Ooh, another 50K, nice.
Yeah, how much is Campana's like 16? There was Cleach, Campana. Yeah, those are kind of the big ones for now, right?
For right now, yeah. There's like
Brugman and Nashville's fun. How much is Brugman? Did his price go up?
I don't know. I bought him for 5.
That's what I want to know.
Yeah, I bought him for 5 something. So.
Yeah, I mean his price went a little bit from like you could have gotten a 2-ish. But still, if you can get it for around $5, man, $5 for a rare. Like I know right now in like slow liquid season seems like that's still so cheap to me. Like to me, anything under $10 for a rare that is like a good playable starter that could score decently. Like I just feel like that's a deal.
Yeah,
obviously we'd rather get him near $2 for sure.
Yeah. So going back to what you originally asked me, like, what do I value goalkeepers at? Clearly, I know I'm saying crazy things when I say like $17.
But
I understand.
20 to 30 for like a starting goalkeeper seems fair to me. Like a good.
Yes, and that's why when I say like I don't know, I paid 15 for him. I'm like, I know that these are crazy keeper prices, and I know MLS keepers suck, and I should play Brazilian keepers with the MLS attacking stacks. Like, I get all that. It's just. There you go. See,
leash under $4. We love it.
But I just love the MLS. Going back to it all, I love the MLS.
It's so good, man.
It's the most insane league ever created.
Yeah. And like whatever, I'm a bias. I've been a season ticket holder for like 6-7 years. Like whatever, it means a little bit more to me. Whatever. But dude, it's just a fun league, man. Like it's just this is great. It's fun. It's always like it's ever evolving. It's fast paced. It's changing. It's just pure chaos, and it's our little freaking league, man.
Yeah, and it's gotten so much better.
Oh yeah,
like it's continuing to get better. Man, I was being told to pick up a Moranchuk. I was being told to get one. I can't be that heavy invested in Atlanta. It hurts my soul.
Honestly, if Moranchuk doesn't have to sit there and like completely control the entire game and he just has the ability to float around and just be awesome with that left foot, it might be better for him. Because I just don't think he's that like Lucho Acosta 10 or Ricky Puig 10. Like he's just not that player.
Yeah, I agree.
So allowing him to just kind of float out, go out wide and do whatever he does and focus on his skill set, dude, that might be huge for him, man. He's saying nice things about Atlanta, but I said nice things about Atlanta at the beginning of last year because I thought they were cooking and they were spicy, and it completely fell apart until the end. So I was kind of right, but not really. But dude, this year they're doing it again.
They're doing it again. And this time it feels different, though. It feels different this time. Like the moves, like just feel like they really know what they want to do and feed off what they ended the season with.
Yeah,
and I kind of buy into it.
Yeah, no, I mean, dude, they're going into the next season with like huge momentum, but we know, and part of doing this and hopping in the market and trying to Skype deals at this part of the year is that the teams that we think are going to be good next year are going to be terrible, and the teams that we think are going to be terrible are going to be great, and that's just another reason why we love this stupid freaking league, man.
Yeah,
MLS
I was looking for
never
young dudes. Yeah, like young guys. A good place to go digging around for young guys typically is like Montreal.
Yeah.
Like they don't ever really buy guys. They just bring up young dudes who like come out of nowhere and like play some pretty good games. But
still think Moranchuk moves into admin air Atalanta to Atlanta. Yeah, just like Blackburn forgot to hit submit on Duncan McGuire's contract too. Yeah, dude, it happens, man. Mistakes happen. See, they happen.
Speaking of which, how is he doing with that shoulder?
He had surgery. He'll probably miss like the first couple of games. It's not gonna be too long. But yeah, he'll probably miss. But whatever. We have Muriel just rotting on the bench, so that's cool. I guess.
Hopefully, he gets back on track and he gets to move again. Like when that all fell through, I felt like it was just like a black cloud over that for the poor kid. Because Big Dunk was cooking at that time.
Yeah, and it has to suck, man. If it was gonna happen, yeah, that was definitely selling high on it. But whatever, man. He's young. He knows Orlando
hopefully
City
he gets back into form. Yeah.
They'll be back on the train soon enough. No worries. It'll be fine. But yeah, dude, those are the moves. Those are the DGen buys that we're looking at right now. I feel like this is gonna be like a regular thing. Like we don't have much to talk about. Like no structure. Mike Baston, thanks for hopping on the show. Your debut. All right. You got a few minutes off the bench. Okay. A few minutes off the bench. All right. Getting your legs under you, and then we'll bring you on for the full show next time. It's all right. Thanks for stopping in. And yeah, dude, this is what we're going to do. No agenda. No, this is what Sorare is doing this week. Nah, we're just going to dive in. We're going to check Tom Bogert's tweets, and we're going to degen in the market.
Yeah, maybe we talk about doing this at the end of the week and compiling all of Bogey's work through the week, and then we just talk about what's happened.
Right. Yep, that's right. But yeah, dude, shout out to everybody who's hanging out in the chat. The chat was popping today. Shout out to everybody who's watching on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all that fun stuff. Do all the things that everybody tells you to do. And we'll be back. Maybe, I still don't know. Next week's the holidays, obviously. We'll see. I'm going on a couple trips and like all this stuff. So we'll try to bring you some content.
I'll be gone for a few days. So
yeah, so it is what it is. I'm sure you guys will be busy too. Y'all don't want to be staring at our mugs while you're pounding down eggnog and all this fun stuff. So it is what it is. We'll be back soon. Do something nice for someone, man. Give someone a hug. Tell someone you love them. Do great things and make the world a better place. If we don't see you, happy holidays, happy new year, and we'll be back. We can't stop buying.